Yo, hey guys, welcome to another video. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today I'm going to show you a few things right here that I would like to recommend if you want to start vlogging or making videos like this, you know, in your room, in your house, wherever you are. So all of these right here are going to be kind of like kits or gears depending on your budget. So the first thing that I'm going to show you guys is something that almost everyone in the world has today. It is very accessible, a smartphone. So smartphones these days are fairly inexpensive. You can get one for around 3,000 pesos or maybe around $50. So if you're actually planning on starting on making videos, I actually recommend using your smartphone because I'm pretty sure you have one. I mean, most people have one these days. These are inexpensive and have amazing video quality. Yeah, well, if not amazing, maybe decent. So yeah. The only problem that I found when using smartphones for making videos is that the audio is not that good. So I recommend getting a external microphone, kind of like this Saramonic one right here. This actually helps with the sound. It is a directional microphone, which means that if you record the sound that is facing towards the microphone. So yeah, let's do a demo of how it sounds like, of how it looks like. Video mode. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you're vlogging on your camera. So again, the first thing that I would recommend when you're doing this is that you should always look at the lens. Right now I'm looking at the lens. What I notice when people are vlogging using their cameras is that they're looking at themselves, they're looking at the screen, and this is what it looks like. Sample. Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about vlogging. Weird, ba? It looks weird. So yeah, always look at the lens. It helps. It actually feels like you're talking to the audience, and yeah, it just feels a lot better. I mean, it's going to take a little while to actually get used to looking at the lens when talking to the camera, but I'm sure you'll be able to get it soon enough. So yeah, vlogging using a camera. So another thing that I actually recommend when using a smartphone is that you use a selfie stick. This right here. You can actually pull it out, especially when you're in amazing places and then you want to show the background. So again, I'm showing the background of my room right now. The directional microphone still helps with keeping the sound being taken by the microphone. I don't know if that sounds right, but yeah. So again, cell phone vlogging. And what I'm actually using right now is also a phone to record this video right here. So yeah, no excuses. So if you have a little bit more budget and you're kind of like the action sports type of guy, I actually recommend getting this GoPro right here. So as you can see, this GoPro right here is mounted on a cheap GorillaPod imitation, which actually costed me around $3 or maybe 150 pesos. This GoPro is actually a GoPro Hero 2018, which I got for around 7,000 pesos or maybe around $150. So it's an amazing GoPro, especially when you want to start vlogging. Compared to the GoPro Hero 6, 7, 8, those are very expensive nowadays, and this right here is kind of like the entry-level GoPro, which I very much recommend if you want to, like, you know, get into this game. So again, so the problem that I found when using a GoPro for vlogging, I don't know if you watched my past videos, but like the sound is not that good. So in order to fix that, I actually got this GoPro microphone adapter right here, which actually connects to the GoPro and also connects to a external microphone right here. So this microphone adapter actually cost maybe around 2,000 pesos too, and this microphone also costs the same, 2,000 pesos. So okay, so this is what it actually looks like when you're vlogging on a GoPro with the external microphone connected to it. So as you can see right now, the angle is very wide, and I'm pretty sure that you can see everything in the background. Yeah, and you can even see this right here, the dead cat. You might be wondering what this thing right here is. This is a dead cat right there. You can actually remove it. So yeah, this actually helps with reducing wind noise. So when you're in the beach, in the mountains, or in places where the wind is very strong, you put this on your microphone and it helps with dampening the wind noise. So again, if you want to go for a swim in the beach, in the pool, all you have to do is just remove all of the accessories, put the case back on, and then yeah, swim with a GoPro. So yeah, that's also one of the good things with having a GoPro. It's that it's waterproof. You can take it anywhere you want and you really don't have to worry about anything else. So again, GoPro. Let's put it here. So the third thing that I recommend if you have the budget is that you get a Canon 80D. I mean, it's not here anymore. I actually sold it to get this camera right here. So yeah, get a Canon 80D paired with a 10-18 wide-angle lens, and also a Canon Nifty 50. So again, if you want to like take it a little bit more seriously, that's what I recommend. So the Canon 80D is what I recommend if you want to really start vlogging, because it has this amazing autofocusing system, and it also has this flip-out touchscreen, which is very handy, especially when you're vlogging. All you have to do is just flip it out, and if you can see that the camera is not focused on you, all you have to do is just tap on your face, and then yeah, the camera does its trick. Actually miss it. So if you want to like look at my past vlogs, that's the camera that I've been using before I upgraded to this camera right here. The Canon 80D right now actually costs maybe around 30,000 pesos. So the Canon 10-18 wide-angle lens is actually a very good lens, especially when you want to take establishing shots or landscape, stuff like that. Lapad, no? Tapos mas kinakaitin niya. The Canon 50mm, the Nifty 50, is a very good beginner lens, especially if you want to like, you know, take B-rolls and you like to practice with your background blur, your bokeh. It's a good portrait lens for beginners. The 10-18 costs around 10,000 pesos or maybe around $200. And the Nifty 50 costs around 5,000 pesos or around $100. So it's very cheap, it's very nice, and I very much recommend it. So the reason why I sold my Canon 80D is actually because I wanted to upgrade to something even better. This right here. Let me put this to the side first. This is the Sony A7III. This is the most expensive one out of all my gears, which actually costs maybe around $2,000 or 100,000 pesos. And that does not even count the lens that is attached to it, which actually costs around $1,000 or maybe around 50,000 pesos. The reason why I got this is actually because the Canon 80D is an APS-C camera, while this camera right here, the Sony, is a full-frame camera. So the reason why I wanted the full-frame camera is actually because I wanted to shoot in dark areas. I mean, being a full-frame camera, you're able to let in more light without making your videos that much grainy. And you won't really have problems with the noise, you know, that white specks you see on the screen when you have your ISO up. And also, it has this 120 frames per second slow motion video. The last reason why I got this is because of the 4K video that it takes. Because I kind of like want to shoot stock footage and stuff like that to be able to sell online. So again, so honestly, I do not recommend getting this camera as your first choice, especially if you're new to cameras. Because this right here, as you all know, is very sensitive. I actually recommend, if you want to start learning how to use a camera, you would get something inexpensive. I mean, pretty sure that you will be able to appreciate how amazing this camera is if you were able to go through the old cameras, this GoPro, the smartphone, and even that old DSLR. I mean, you need to learn the basics, all the settings, before you go straight to this camera so that you would be able to appreciate it even more. So yeah, that's just my take on it. I mean, if you want to go for it, I mean, yeah, sure, go for it. Pero I suggest getting one that is fairly inexpensive and buy the other gears like lighting and stuff like that. So yeah, so I almost forgot. I have one more thing to recommend. It is actually something in between this A7 III and the Canon 80D right here. I mean, just imagine that it's here. I would like to recommend the Canon 6D Mark II for the task. I mean, it is kind of like the big brother to the 80D, which is pretty amazing. The only difference is that it's full frame and the 80D is APS-C. I mean, I could actually talk about the difference in another video between a full frame camera and an APS-C camera. The Canon 6D Mark II is actually kind of like a tank compared to this one right here. I mean, it can actually take beatings. It's bigger, it's stronger in terms of the build, and it also has all the good things that the 80D has. I mean, if I did not upgrade to this one right here, I would have gotten the 6D Mark II right here. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you were able to learn something. Comment down below if you have any questions regarding gears or, you know, setups, stuff like that. And if you aren't subscribed yet, I hope you would click that subscribe button down below. Also that notification bell, because that actually helps the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, don't hate, appreciate. Bye. I hope you start vlogging.